Welcome to 101 East. I'm Steve Chow. For less than a minute, a devastating earthquake shook Nepal to its core. But for the millions running for their lives, it felt like eternity. As high-rises and historic monuments crumbled like children's building blocks, thousands perished. The tremor was 7.8 in magnitude. The devastation, immeasurable. In the immediate aftermath, 101 East traveled to Nepal to witness tragic stories of loss and inspiring tales of survival in the greatest tragedy to hit the country in recent history.
When earthquake took place, I was there. I saw every downfall of the place. Almost all my students' houses are no more. Some even died. They are all stranded and they need help.
Jigme Sherpa is a 23-year-old teacher, desperately rounding up relief supplies for his students' villages. His students are in Nepal's worst-hit central district of Sindhupalchowk, less than 3 hours from the capital Kathmandu. In the mountainous region dotted with remote villages, thousands are dead.
I came back to Kathmandu yesterday evening. I want to return back to Sindhupalchowk with some support. So please, if anyone could help, please contact me.
Word of his plea quickly spreads, and Jigme is thrown into a whirlwind of disaster relief, sweeping across Kathmandu. When we meet, his phone is ringing non-stop with offers of donations. The challenge is how to collect them.
हजुर म जिग्मे शेर्पा बोलेको मलाई एकता दिदीले पठाएको छ गौशाला म चामल लिन आउँछु है दाइ
Vehicles are in short supply, so we've offered him the use of our cars. In the chaos of these early days, the government is slow to act. The only help for many desperate survivors are people like Jigme.
I'm just rushing and I don't know from where to go. My friend took my scooter just now. So that's why I was just trying to find out cabs so that I can go. Lucky now, I got this vehicle.
We reach his first stop. A local NGO is giving out donated goods, but supplies are running low, and Jigme has to act fast.
मलाई चाहिँ एकता दिदीले फोन गरेर अहिले गइहाल्यो भने हजुर
अहिले आएर बुझ्दाखेरि कस्तो छ भने ठ्याक्कै सकिरहेको हजुर अहिले त म मिलाउँछु नि जति हुन्छ कोसिस गर्दै छु के हजुर
एकता दिदी म यहाँ पुग्न त पुगे तर चामल चाहिँ आएको छैन रहेछ अहिलेसम्म
The confusion finally clears. The donor did set aside rice for Jigme after all. There is no time to lose.
I have no idea how to carry this.
125 kilos of rice worth $60.
हजुर धन्यवाद तपाईलाई म हैन फेरि सहयोग चाहियो भने
We are leaving to Naxal.
Back in the car, Jigme wastes no time coordinating his friends and colleagues.
ए अनि सामानहरु चाहिँ के त्यो ट्रकहरु आएको नआएको के छ के किन्ने भनेर किनकि इट्स क्वाइट कन्फ्युजिङ राइट नाउ तिमी अब हाम्रो साइडबाट लग्ने हो भने चाहिँ हामी अलिकति कन्फ्युज हुँदैन थिए तर एक्ज्याक्ट ठाउँ चाहिँ हामी जहाँ जान्छौँ त्यही जान्छौँ हैन तिमी पनि अब ब्रो तालामाङ इज अ really big place अब कुन ठाउँ कुन गाउँ भनेको छ
The quake destroyed more than 500,000 homes across Nepal, so even more pressing than food is the demand for temporary shelter. Next stop for Jigme, another pop-up relief center where he has heard there are tents available.
So I got a call from helping
But the coordinator says there is a severe shortage.
त्यहाँ धेरै छ अहिलेको लाइन चाहिँ हामीले चाहिँ ताल कम्तिमा नि 40-50 भए राम्रो हुन्थ्यो भने टेन्ट ओरा टेन्ट अलि हामीसँग आफ्नो त छ के तर यहाँ मलाई पठाइसकेपछि त अलिकति भन्नु लगेर जान्छु
After much bargaining, Jigme is offered 20 tents.
So they are giving us 20 tents now.
You need a lot more.
Yeah, we need a lot more. It's like
15 tents.
But it turns out only 15 are available.
15 छ दाइ धेरै ठुलो छ मान्छेमा एउटामा 30-40 जान्छ
You were expecting 20 or you were hoping for 20?
I was hoping for 50 and again it's like 20 and 15. So I can't say anything. They're giving it for free.
So it's 15 more than nothing.
Yeah. Hello. 10 minutes. Thank you. directly हामी organizationमा आउँछौँ म
We arrive at the Kathmandu office of the NGO Teach for Nepal. The group supplies teachers like Jigme across the country, but now the place has transformed into a command center for earthquake relief. It's a logistical nightmare for Jigme to coordinate, but he's learning as he goes along. Finally, the first load is good to go. The supply bus, also carrying volunteers, will take 4 hours to reach the mountainous region. Jigme travels with his brother by bike, a faster but riskier option.
Their basic needs is my concern right now. Are they eating well? Are they sleeping well?
We arrive in the town of Talamarang, where this school is now a relief center for the community, parts of it completely gutted. How do you feel when you see this?
It feels so annoying, you know, just because the earthquake, it's destroyed everybody's education and life.
Classes won't resume anytime soon. Jigme worries about the children's education.
I fear that if it doesn't happen soon, then they have to just pause for a year, and then 50 to 60% might not continue. They'll just lose a year and again lose that courage to come to school again. I'm angry, I don't know, anxious, but I don't want to frustrate myself right now. I can't process well when I'm frustrated. When I'm frustrated, I just have to sleep and do nothing. And it's impossible for me to do nothing right now.
The sun is setting. Jigme keeps going, driven by survivor's guilt.
I feel very guilty to smile and I feel very guilty to be happy. And I'm just the most angry person right now, you know. Inside, I'm just burning.
It's late by the time we return to Kathmandu, but Jigme is picking up more aid, donations from 3 families.
I got 300 kgs of rice and 50 kg of salt, 25 kgs of dal, 31 kgs beaten rice, and Dettol, and 100 pieces of painkillers, and I've got some clothes and 3 packets sanitary pads.
Among the donors is his former science teacher.
I feel proud. I think it's just students of mine.
He's been working tirelessly for the villages of his own students. I've been following him all day, and I'm already worn out, but he's still going.
Yeah, we have to help each other at this time. Yeah, I'm telling him to take his own safety as well.
It should be very carefully handled.
We load everything into our vehicles, but Jigme is still not done.
Now we are going to Thomel.
Past 10, so we should keep going.
Yeah, it's already very late.
Over the next few days, Jigme travels all over Sindhupalchowk. It is one of the poorest and least developed areas in Nepal. Its narrow mountain roads are prone to landslides. Daily aftershocks inflict more damage and fear. Some 300,000 people live in this district, but Jigme can only help pockets of them at a time. He says it's crucial to assess the numbers and needs of each community. This truckload of supplies is heading to a village of 300 people. It includes 20 sacks of rice, enough to sustain them for 2 weeks.
It's very important for me, the village have my students. I have to look after them when they are in.
At the village, people are waiting. This is the first time the villagers are receiving aid, nearly a week after the disaster. Jigme has asked them to form a committee to handle the distribution.
We want everyone to know what we have bought, and it's for transparency that everyone should know what they are getting.
So that there will be a fair distribution?
I hope so. There is a committee who is involved for a fair distribution, and some of my students have also assured it, so I believe them.
His older students are also helping to secure the village from looting.
यहाँ चाहिँ चोरहरूको पनि बिक्री बढिरहेछ सर अब हामी अनि अलि यङ म्यान अलि हुन्छ केटाहरू चाहिँ यता साइडतिर सुतेर अनि अलि बुढा अलि हुन्छ नि अरूलाई चाहिँ यहाँ बिचतिर सुताएर अनि त्यहाँबाट हामी चाहिँ अब चोरहरू आयो भने लखट्ने यस्तो यस्तो भइरहेछ.
They ask Jigme when classes will resume.
त्यो भन्न सकिन अब पढाउने कहाँ स्कुल हेर्नु भएको छ त्यहाँ पढ्न मिल्ने छ र नयाँ स्कुल बनाउन त वर्षौँ लाग्छ त्यही स्कुललाई मिलाउन मिल्छ कि भनेर कुरा हेर्नु पर्यो.
अब अरू क्लासहरूको लागि त मिलाउन मिल्छ होइन सर अब 10 क्लासको लागि चाहिँ अब बाहिर बसेर भए नि पढ्नु पर्यो नि सर होइन र.
Jigme has no answers for them, but he's glad they're thinking about school, even in this time of need.
I was surprised, really surprised, because you know, I felt like they are so lacking with the basic needs right now. But still, they surprised me by just saying that when will the school resume. So I felt a kind of warmth because of that.
Across Nepal, bureaucracy and red tape continue to prevent government and international relief from reaching many areas. We come across angry villagers on the way to Sindhupalchowk, blocking the road and demanding aid. Local police try to appease them, promising a few sacks of food. This man says he has seen many official relief trucks bypass his town. He says the government's centralized aid distribution is incompetent and corrupt.
यो चाहिँ पोलिटिकलाइज भयो पोलिटिकल लिडरहरुले आफ्नो कार्यकर्ताहरुलाई चाहिँ धेरै बाँड्न थाले अनि अरु चाहिँ जनता सर्वसाधारण जनतालाई मतलब गरेर यहाँ सुत्केरी छ महिला छ बालबालिका छ वृद्धहरु छन् हैन सब हरायो हैन त्यसकारणले चाहिँ मैले खोजिरहेको यहाँ 9 दिनदेखि चाहिँ यहाँ चाहिँ राहत मारेको छैन कि अरु ठाउँमा लगाएर छ यहाँ यति धेरै आउँछ कि विदेशी त्यो डोनरहरुले यति ल्याउँछ कि तै पनि हामीले टुलटुले हेरिरहेका छौं तै पनि यहाँ बाँड्दैन कि त्यसको लागि चाहिँ अब हिजो 2 बोरा चामल ल्यायो त्यसको विरोधमा चाहिँ यहाँ अहिले ब्लक भइरहेको
यदि भोलि अथवा पर्सि तपाईहरुका चाहिँ चुलो नबुझ्नु भयो भने तपाईहरुले हामीलाई खबर गर्नुस् नजिक छ हामी तुरुन्त ल्याउन सक्छौं हैन त्यसले गर्दा प्लिज यत्रो गाडीहरु छ अहिले चाहिँ बाटो खोल्नु.
You can't expect that the government will reach out to every individual in a perfect manner. They have a lot of donations coming, but they have huge logistics and it's very hard to mobilize something.
Jigme and his friends continue deliveries to Sindhupalchowk almost daily. Today he has called in a favor and got a school bus to carry the supplies.
We were expecting that we would have...
Jigme's friend Supral has taken time off to help him out.
The close location, I think, is just the clothing, and we've got food, materials, and tents for the other 2 locations that we're going.
Jigme and his team are becoming more and more efficient. By arranging convenient drop-off points with locals, they quickly cover a few villages a day.
यो के रे समितिमा लगेर गर्दा हामीसँग अलि राम्रै छ कम पर्यो भने फेरि ल्याउला लुगाहरु हैन. Guys, we are running out of time. So we are done. एकछिन पक्नु ल. जाऊ. है? अब निक्ल ल. Bye.
There is no time to linger. Jigme wants to rush to the last destination. It holds a special place in his heart. The village of Katunjapani is near his school and where he first lived when he was posted to Sindhupalchowk.
I know almost every face. I know every children here. I'm close to some people. There are a lot of school staffs here.
Jigme hasn't had a chance to visit them since the earthquake left all 350 villagers homeless. He has arranged a separate truckload of aid for them, but their losses are worse than he expected, and the supplies are not enough.
So यो 14 त बच्चाहरुलाई मात्र पुग्छ होला. चौथोहरु र यो जुसहरु चाहिँ बच्चाहरुलाई मात्र पुग्छ. पालहरु चाहिँ जुन छ त्यो they need tents, more tents. There's like 46 houses, but they just asked 31 tents because they didn't want to put pressure on me.
Jigme promises to return with more supplies.
Thank you. लुगाहरु चाहिँ दबिया छैन नि. त्यो घरमा दबाई छैन लुगाहरू लुगाहरू हजुर त्यो लुगाहरू पनि यसो म ल्याउँछु नि त लुगाहरू चाहिँ होइन है
केही भएन त्यत्रो 20 मिनेटपछि निकालेको
20 मिनेटपछि
यो निकालेको ठाउँ हेर्दाखेरि हामीलाई डर लाग्छ कसरी बाँच्यो होला नि मैले एक्सपेक्टै गर्न सकेँ त्यो 1% पनि होप गरेको छैन यो छ भने
In this village he knows so well, relief work is taking an emotional toll. What exactly is going on in your mind right now?
So I don't know. It's just I'm feeling quite disturbed.
By what?
By the condition here, and it's like I don't know what to say. It's like I've lost, you know. They shared their problems with me, and they said that they were okay. I don't know. I think they want me not to think much about it. And Babu,
That tells you everything. They have so little, but they're offering you their food.
That's the beauty of the people here.
People here have been kept waiting, not just for relief supplies, but also medical aid. It takes a week before this temporary field hospital is set up in the district's main town. Casualties from hard-to-reach areas struggle for hours, even days, to receive treatment from volunteer Nepali doctors. The injured stream in. There is not even enough time for painkillers to take effect. Amidst the chaos, Nepal's top orthopedic surgeon, Dr. Govinda Kesi, is a voice of calm. He keeps this patient talking to stop him passing out. So is it difficult operating in this environment?
Definitely, definitely. This is not the ideal environment for operation. It's full of bacteria, so chances of getting infection is there, and we don't have proper equipment, proper instrument, so you may have to compromise the procedures.
But for the injured, it's this or nothing. It's taken a few days for the medical tent to be able to set up here, and also takes time for the casualties to travel here.
Yeah, exactly.
So all this delay, does that affect their recovery in any way?
Definitely, definitely. The function of the limb may be compromised. Head injury, if it's not treated immediately, it will lead to death.
Along with a finger severed to the bone, Udev Paudel has deep gashes all over his body. After his treatment, it takes Udev 4 hours to hobble back to his village, where nearly all the 35 homes have been reduced to rubble, including his own. He has also lost much more: his wife, 2 sons, and grandmother. Udev remembers the earthquake vividly and his regret over 10 precious seconds.
10 सेकेन्ड चाहिँ के गरेर बस्यो भने अब त भुइँचालो त आयो अनि घर त हल्लाउन थाल्यो तपाईको अब अहिपछि नि अब बेला बेला काचको छु त्यस्तै आइरहन्छ हामी चाहिँ यस्तो विनाशकारी भूकम्प आउँछ भने त हामीले सोचे पनि थिएन अब त्यो त थाहा नहुने कुरो नि भएन अलिअलि हल्लिने थियो हामी चाहिँ अब राम राम भनेर बस्यो हैन अब बच्चाहरु समातेर बस्यो राम राम भनेर बस्यो अब भाग्ने सोचे आएन त्यो मैले भने नि 10 सेकेन्डले गर्दाखेरि मेरो जिन्दगी सबै सक्यो भनेको कारण त्यही नै हो अब मैले अब राम राम नभनिकन म बच्चाहरु लिएर निस्किन सकिन्थे बाहिर अब त्यो नै आफ्नो गल्ती भयो
Udev was buried up to his waist until a neighbor pulled him out. he frantically tried to dig out his loved ones.
म जब त्यो एउटा आन्टीले मलाई निकाल्दिनु भयो त्यहाँबाट म त्यहाँ खोज्न थालेँ त्यहाँ भित्रै छ भने त मलाई त 100% मलाई सबै थाहा मलाई त 100मा 100 नै थाहा भइहाल्यो भित्र आफूले छोडेर आएपछि त भित्र पर्यो भने त अनि मैले धेरै ढुङ्गाहरू पन्साएँ यो अम्लो यति नै नभएको कारणले नै अब खोताले मैले त्यही बढी इफेक्ट पर्यो त्यो चोट पर्यो त्यसमा सबै यसरी ढुङ्गा पन्साएँ त्यो गर्दा नि अब कति तल अब 3 दिन खोताला त नभेटेको अब त्यसरी भेटेको कुरा त भएन त्यसरी आँटेर हजरामा पर्नु भएको छ हजरामा चाहिँ निदाइरहनु भएको थियो निदाइ जानुभयो
Udev salvages what he can, but all he sees are painful reminders of his 2 sons, 6 and 8 years old.
अब अस्ति मात्रै अब एक्जाम भएको थियो अब अनि पास भएछ युकेजीबाट 1 मा गएछ अब मलाई चाहिँ अब बुवा मलाई अब पेन्सिलले लेख्ने गरेको थियो मलाई चाहिँ अब डटपेनले लेख्नुपर्छ मलाई चाहिँ 20 रुपैयाँ खाली डटपेन चाहिन्छ भन्थ्यो छोरा त्यस्तो सुनेको थियो अब त्यस्तो कुराहरू अब त आइहाल्छ हैन सक्यो के
Across Nepal, countless people have lost loved ones. It's 11 days since the earthquake. In Kathmandu, a memorial service is being held for Sujita Chaudhary. She died when her house collapsed on her. Sujita was a dear friend of Jigme's. He helped pull her body out of the rubble.
Wherever Sujita is right now, we want her to get enough light from our side. So I just remember that passing of light and how strong we were. So let's pass our light to Sujita, wherever she is. I hope it's better than what we're living right now.
You did really well, Mama.
It was unfair, you know. Why should I leave and why should she not? Why should all of us leave and she not? The only reason why today I feel I need to reach out to as many people as I can is because of this grief, is because of this pain in my heart, and loss of Sujita is the major pain, and I just want to keep moving with her strength and make sure that I do something meaningful in my life.
But there are tough days ahead. Jigme and his team are urgently planning for the monsoon season, due to start in June. Tents won't provide enough shelter from heavy downpours.
A lot of problems is going to rise with monsoon, and we are very, very afraid of this. So temporary houses should be a priority right now. So we are working in it as soon as possible.
Rain could also bring more landslides and waterborne diseases.
हजुर यो चाहिँ हैन तपाईहरुको जुन जुन ठाउँमा त्यो जनावरहरु मरेकोहरु पुरिया ठाउँमा गनाउँछ नि त्यसमा कीटाणुहरु मार्नको लागि के कसरी छड्किने भनेपछि यो एक बटुका निकाल्यो भने तपाईले एक बाल्टिनमा घोल्न मिल्छ यो.
Despite the relentless relief work, today Jigme seems more relaxed. These trips have been as important for him as they've been for the people he helps. In between deliveries, he takes time to catch up with his landlady. Her 3-story block is one of the few buildings still standing here. She runs this shop on the ground floor. For the first time since the earthquake, Jigme allows himself to unwind.
This is like our own shop, so we take the stuff as we want and it's just listed down. We just have to pay after a month. So this is the place where I relax generally. So as soon as I complete my whole day at school, so I come here and relax.
एकदम राम्रो लाग्छ खुसी लाग्छ राम्रो लाग्छ राम्रो मान्छे हो
Is Jigme like a son to you as
yes,
well?
Yes, I can answer that.
कान्छो छोरो भनिरहेको छु
I'm the youngest son of this house. She wants me to get married here and she will just take care of everything.
Wow.
So
is she going to find you a wife as well?
मेरो लागि पनि केटी पनि खोज्नुहुन्छ अरे
खोज्दिन सक्छु
I'm so sorry. I'll just
But Jigme can't stay for long.
Hello?
He still has more to do. Even with international help flooding in, Nepal continues to struggle with its relief efforts. The government is overwhelmed and desperately needed supplies are stuck in a bureaucratic bottleneck. For thousands of survivors, Jigme and his team are their only lifeline. They are nimble, fast and effective. Despite the challenges ahead, people like Jigme could be Nepal's best hope to recover from its most powerful earthquake in 80 years.